Hi everyone, this is Susie, and today I am going to be making some quinoa and brown rice pudding. This is vegan, and here are the ingredients we'll be using. I have some quinoa and brown rice, cinnamon, orange zest, a little bit of salt, almond and vanilla extract, some sugar, some coconut milk, and some non-dairy milk. And you can use a sweetener of your choice. I like vegan cane sugar. And I haven't done this recipe before. It just came to my head today, so I wanted to try it out. And if it does work out, then I will post it. So if you're watching this video, it means that I approve, okay? So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the quinoa and the brown rice. If this was white rice, I would probably cook it together because they might take the same time. But because this is brown rice, I don't want to risk it. And I have 1/4 of a cup of white quinoa and 1/4 of a cup of basmati brown rice. I have 1/2 cup of water in each, and I am just going to turn these on. And we're just going to add this. I'm going to add a tiny pinch of salt to each, and then I'm going to add a small piece of cinnamon stick to each. I'm going to stir that. And this should take about 20 minutes or so for the quinoa, or maybe less because it's such a small amount. And probably about the same time or a little bit more for the brown rice. So I'm just going to cover these up and we'll be back. Okay, so it took about 15 minutes for the quinoa to cook completely and about 20 minutes for the brown rice to cook as well, okay? So now I'm just going to transfer the quinoa into the brown rice. And I also took out some of the cinnamon stick pieces that were there. I didn't take out all of them, but you can if you want to. And I'm just going to turn back the heat on low, and I'm going to add, I have 1/2 cup of soy milk, unsweetened soy milk, but you can add any type of milk that you like or that you have on hand. And I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 of a teaspoon of almond extract as well. Going to add that in there, and I'm going to start with 1/2 tablespoon of vegan cane sugar. You can add that to taste. And I'm going to start with about a teaspoon at a time of coconut milk. Mix it in. Okay, so I added a total of 3 teaspoons of the coconut milk and about 3/4 of a cup total of the soy milk and about 1.5 tablespoons of the vegan cane sugar, and you can add any sweetener of your choice. And now I'm going to turn this off because it's starting to bubble and I don't want it to overcook because everything is already cooked, so you don't need anything to cook really. And I'm just going to add a little bit of orange zest to this just to give it some extra flavor. And this can be as much as you want depending on how much you like the orange zest flavor. Oh man. That looks good already. Okay, so we're just going to stir in our orange zest. And if you don't have extracts like vanilla extract or something, you don't have to add that. That's only if you have it and if you like it. And there you go. And there you have your vegan quinoa and brown rice pudding. So now let's give it a try. Okay, so here it goes. See? I think this is the best pudding I've ever made. I love it with the quinoa. It just gives it like a little bit more flavor and texture to it. And the combination of the extracts with the orange zest and the cinnamon and everything and the coconut. It's really good, you guys. I really hope that you guys like it as much as I do. Sorry, I have my mouth full. It is so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Okay, so it yields about a little bit around a cup or a little bit over, and it would probably be good for maybe 2 small servings or 1 large serving. And I'm sure that this will taste good, you know, cold or warm, or, you know, hot, any way that you like to eat it. So it's really good. I really did like it. And if you don't have quinoa, or you know, you can probably play around with it, you know, use white rice like I said instead of brown rice, or just make it all brown rice. I like to, the one thing that I do like is to cook my rice completely, because for some reason, like once I add the milk to it, if it didn't cook totally, you know, completely, then it, for some reason the milk just, it doesn't work for me. It won't cook my rice. So if I do it in the water first, that way I make sure that everything is totally cooked completely, and then I'll add my milk and the rest of the ingredients. And if you don't have, you know, the cinnamon stick, you can just feel free to add the ground cinnamon instead, or vice versa. Let me see, what else? Is there anything else? And you can also feel free to use any type of non-dairy milk that you have. Even if you make your own, like if I make my own, I'll just use that. I don't have to use, so that way you don't have to go buy or feel like you have to go buy any milk or anything. Just use what you have, and it should be great with any type of milk, whether it's, you know, almond or rice or anything like that. So I hope you guys give this a try. I hope you guys like it. Let me know, and thank you so much for watching, okay? Have a great day. Bye!